We begin with an extremely burning issue of the youth and people being detained today at Panjim. Avinash, before we begin, would you like to share a few words?
Yes, this today is obviously the Goa Liberation Day, and it's a day that everyone who is celebrating the freedoms, the rights, and the what is given under the Constitution should get an opportunity to enjoy and express their constitutional rights. One of the right is freedom of expression, freedom of speech and expression. And on that day, on the day of liberation, when Goans were liberated from tyranny, from dictatorship, and we were and liberated from colonialization finally, and were given the Indian Constitution, which is still one of the most detailed and probably one of the best constitutions there is. On that day, the government of Goa decided to arrest these youth who are peacefully protesting for whatever reason. We will come to the reason of that, but for whatever reason, when people are peacefully protesting, to arrest these people on the day of Goa Liberation is an insult to all the freedom fighters, to all the army men and to everyone else, all the leaders who had participated in Goa's liberation movement and who gave us this freedom. What have you heard about the arrest and the protest and the arrest so far?
So, some of the visuals that I saw, a video also that was covered by the media, is that even people who were walking across and who had just come to have a cup of tea, or they were just perhaps passing from there, not even part of the protest. They were also detained along with many others, and buses were filled up with people. So, the irony is not. I mean, I cannot even begin to quantify the amount of irony in this situation that we are supposedly celebrating 60 years of liberation of Goa
Yeah.
from Portuguese tyranny. And here we have, the Goa government, which has replaced the tyranny by showing that, no matter what, you cannot come and express your dissent, you cannot come and express your views. And this is exactly what is wrong with the BJP government over here, especially, and also the center, that they do not understand the definition of dissent. They do not understand has in democracy in order to strengthen democratic values and
Yeah.
have a means of people expressing their views about issues. So I find it extremely horrible what has happened today, and it is beyond reproach. It is beyond reproach.
Mm.
Uh, People very, very young, like I think some minors were also detained, if I'm not mistaken, and it's heartbreaking. I would only say that it is completely heartbreaking, and all the efforts. I'm pretty sure if I were a freedom fighter, if I would see what I saw today, I would be like my entire efforts I have gone in vain, because it's just one tyranny that has replaced another, and
Yeah.
what being liberated. Liberation means that we people have the freedom to express their perspectives and their point of views, even if they may differ from what the government's stand is. And that is what a democracy inherently is, that people from all with all sorts of value systems can coexist together peacefully.
Absolutely. I can't hear. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. So
Yeah.
over to you, Avinash.
So yeah, I'm. If I can show you some visuals.
Why been arrested? What happened?
I've
Come
been
this side.
detained.
Come this side. Why?
We've been detained. This entire car full of people were detained. A few other people in the bus, other youth, all youngsters who were traveling in the bus were also detained. I don't know about the youth, but we were not informed under which section my friend's license was taken when we asked them. We asked them under which section the license was taken. They did not tell us which section the license was taken from. Asked them 2-3 times. They were vague about it. They did not tell me under which section they took my friend's license. They didn't tell me about why we were being detained. They just told us we're not allowed to enter the city. And all we tried to do was enter the city. That's all. We don't have any now because we were just detained and we were not even informed about why we were being detained or under which section we were.
हांव फकत चाव पिवपाक आयलो पणजे at कामत hotel. I just parked my vehicle across the street and I was walking towards the hotel, and all of a sudden this cop comes and he's asking me my identity. I am a citizen of Goa, so I showed him my Aadhaar card. So तो म्हाका क्वेश्चना विचारीत रावलो. हांवें ताका सांगलें आतां गोंयांत चाव पिवंकूय येवंक जायना आनी हांव चाव पिवंक वयता म्हणून. So he's telling me you go and sit in the police car, and that is what आतां हिंगा nearly there are 20 people over here unnecessarily they are saying कोण एकलो फोटो काडटालो कोण एकलो टाय काडलो आमचे भाशेन, and we are over here. This is the 19th of December, Goa Liberation Day, and this is what we are facing. For being a Goan, to go out to have tea also is an offence nowadays. Second thing that I would like to bring your notice is, we've been captive right now for nearly 45 minutes. कोणानूच आमकां सांगूंक ना what is the offence that we have committed. कोणूच आतां हो gentleman Chetan हा हिंगासो, this is Rishabh over here, Hemant is there over here. Nobody is ready to tell us what is the offence that we have committed. Even a person who has committed rape, murder, any kind of assault is told what offence is committed. आमकां अजून पासून सांगूंक ना what is the offence we have committed. And there is nobody ready to come and even talk to us. आता ते बाबडे आहात ते तेंचे काम करतात. But what about 2-star, 1-star who is supposed to be having the duty and coming to explain at least to me and my family or someone, they should be aware of the fact that I have been arrested.
This is what I am wearing a T-shirt of Goa Protect, and I should not protect my mother. I should not protect my mother. I am happy to be arrested on this day. It's an auspicious day for Goans. This message should be passed on to all the Goans. That the T-shirt घालून जर आमी crime केला, then we are not आमी आमागीचे भुरगे न्हू. Fact. This is required. And हेंच्यांनी भुरग्यांक दिलें बाय shame on these people. At least tell them no why they have arrested. अरे म्हाका म्हणपाक लागलो तूं T-shirt हे घालून भोंवता म्हणपाक लागलो. अरे what do you mean by T-shirt घालून भोंवता? फाल्यां येतलो आनी तुमी म्हणटलो अंडरवेअर घालना आसतना भोंव म्हणटलो म्हाका. Shame on this government. Shame. I am telling you.
I was walking.
We all just were walking.
Yes, we were walking. I was walking to the park. I was going to get, I don't know, T-shirt.
Then you
I
see
was going to
suddenly
get
a police officer come in civil clothes and they tell you, go
They
sit in the
asked me and
bus.
my friend to walk to the
Anybody
police
who they saw as a Goan, they put in the bus. Anybody who has that, who just wore the T-shirt same Mollem also they put in the bus.
So here
this
it's clear that the government was obviously intimidated with a few youngsters going and protesting, and they took out a police force and kind of how I call it. It's a good lesson for practical for our youth as to how the ancestors during the 50s and 60s fought for liberation, and I can't compare, but I would imagine it would be something on these lines. The kind of assault that they faced. It is not only mental assault; it is verbal assault, and you must understand the police why they did that. Okay, number one, they did not arrest them. If they arrest them, they know the repercussions. It will escalate and it will go through it'll have a ripple effect over the entire state. Number two, they had to detain them. One thing is because we live in a dictatorship government where, like North Korea and other dictatorships, where everything is stage managed. So if there's a protest, if there's anything, it has to be removed and taken out of the view. That is one of the reasons why Azad Maidan earlier you could protest anywhere in Panjim. Some couple of 3 years, 4 years back, a notification came where you can only protest in Azad Maidan, and now it's come that you can't protest in Azad Maidan. It has become a Gulam Maidan, and you have to go and protest somewhere on Kampal ground. So even the Azad Maidan itself is no more Azad for people, and that is the kind of Liberation Day celebration that our government is doing. Now, what is more important, which I would like people to who are watching this video to share with everyone, and especially the parents of these youngsters, is that the police are obviously scared. I mean, not the police, the government is obviously scared. The police are doing their duty. But why has the government told the police to detain this? Because they want to intimidate the parents. They want to show, like, look at your kids, they're being arrested. So the parents are going to say, next time, don't go for these protests, just stay home. Why are you getting involved in that? that I hope
Yes,
the parents
yes.
don't tell their children, don't tell these youth that it has to be encouraged, because you need people to stand up for themselves, stand up for what's right. And this kind of youth, when they go into industry, when they go into any walk of life, will have the courage to stand up not just for themselves against exploitation or unfairness, but also for others. So I hope the parents of these youngsters are proud of their kids who are protesting in order to protect the state from the kind of exploitation
Hmm.
which the Portuguese used to do. So Portuguese could do anything with their whims and fancies. Now this government is thinking they can do anything, and with a 20% vote share, that's the democracy that they are trying to portray, which gives them a right to become dictators. Just 20% of a vote share, and they think that they have the right to detain youngsters who are peacefully protesting. That too, nowhere close to where the president is based or where he was traveling. They were protesting in an open square. Yes, so so that's my thoughts on that. It's kind of reminds me of the last time I was part of such mass arrest during Bismarck's Father Bismarck's. We had gone to protest because he had been uh, he was found dead, and the police were not doing a proper investigation. The government was trying to hide things, and there was a protest, and all of a sudden the police did a lathi charge, started detaining all of us and taking us all across Goa. So this is on a similar lines. But I hope this doesn't deter
Hmm.
people. It definitely did not deter me at that time, and I hope it doesn't deter the youth. And I hope more youth get inspired by this courage and bravery of these people, and I hope more of them come out, because that's the only way we can fight against this kind of dictatorship and tyranny. The good thing is we have freedom of press. We have people to go and ask the police why are they being detained, kind of expose their ignorance and their heavy-handedness. But again, it's not the individual police's fault. It is who gives them the instructions, and it's the government that did that.